Testing, testing. Okay, so, folks, this is our live stream test. It appears like things may be working. I'm going to hope and assume that things are working well. And we are going to go off of an email that we received. So let's take a look. All right, so this one comes from Ray. And just a strategy of theirs. Welcome, everybody, by the way, to those who are tuning in or have been fans of ours for quite some time. I'm going to skip all the usual intro stuff that we throw out there. We always have a little bit going on, but I'm going to skip most of it. Just want to cover just a couple real quick things. If this goes over well, then the live streams will be starting very, very, very soon with our crafts tournament and some other stuff. If it goes well here on YouTube, fantastic. If not, we'll switch it over to the Patreon. I'll definitely do at least one live stream tournament of some type on the Patreon. Thank you, everybody, for the coffees you've been buying us. It's very, very, very appreciated. I'll be honest, this month, those are probably not going to go towards coffees, more likely to go towards bills. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of the COVID strike the family, so thanks to quarantines and such, we lost quite a bit of our income for this month. So, but thank you, everybody, for everything. So let's take a look. This email, like I said, comes from Ray. And Ray is saying that they have, well, the first question they ask is, what are our thoughts on the hardways? So my thoughts on the hardways are pretty basic when you come right down to it. To me, the hardways are a way to have additional fun with the game. You're not adding too much more to it. It's just supposed to be fun. Don't have it as just a major piece of your strategy. Just have it as a little extra piece. Again, just to have some fun with it. And just like they say in their email, the parlays are the best. We actually had 3 hard 10s come out back to back to back, which was really weird in a roll the other day. The largest parlay, or not so much parlay, but multi-hit that I have come across, I have seen a triple parlay, actual parlay, from $1 to 10 to 100, and then that 100 actually hit. They did parlay it again, although they ended up running it at table max. So they did collect some of it, and the rest of it was parlayed up to a table max bet. So that's the biggest one that I've seen a player hit. I did see a press type one that hit pretty solid. It was a hard 6. Player put themselves up for 5, put the dealers up for 1. That one hit, so the dealers collected $10. They, instead of collecting $50, they collected 25. They pressed it up to $25 and put the dealers up for 5. A couple rolls later, it hit again. So the dealers collected $50, 50 and down, and instead of 250, they collected 200, and they brought themselves. Oh no, I'm sorry. They collected 200. They brought themselves up to 50, and then they put the dealers back for 10. It hit again. So the dealers collected $100, 100 and down, and instead of collecting 500, they collected 400 and brought it up to $100. Then they put the dealers up for a quarter. It didn't hit this time, unfortunately, but it would have been a lot of fun if it did. So that's the biggest one I've seen as a dealer. So this is what they say they play. They play 66 inside, so I'm putting these in the wrong spot. All right, 66 inside. So they play 66 inside, and they sister press. So if anything comes up, they're going to sister press. Then they also say that they've got their hardways, and if anything parlays, then they end up putting the 4 and 10 up for 15. So they're trying to get to 25 and 30 as fast as possible, which is something that we've recommended in the past with this particular method, sister pressing. You want to try and get to 25 and 30 as quick as you possibly can. So how would it work looking at it? Well, it depends on whether or not you want to throw in any additional money. So let's take a look. Let's see if they throw in any additional money on this. Nope, doesn't say they throw in any additional money. So that means that it's actually going to take 2 hits to get up to the 30. They're willing to throw in any additional money, $3 more. In fact, if one of these hit, then they could go straight up to 30. With the 5 and 9, they can go straight to 25 right away. So should the 5 or 9 hit, they're going to get paid. Whoa, I grabbed the wrong color. They're going to get paid 51 for 30 and collect $1. So now they're already at their quarter. So all they have to do is hit it once on the 5 or 9, and then get to where they want to be. With the 6 and 8, however, it doesn't quite work so easily. They actually have to hit it twice. Because the first time they go up to 24 apiece, and they collect the other 9. Again, if they wanted to go straight up to 30, they could. They just have to throw in $3 more. Nothing wrong with that. Not terrible, but they could, again, just go ahead and nail it right away by just waiting for the second hit. So the second time it hits, now it pays $28, right? What you can do is you can pay it $55 for 27. And that way you're not giving them a whole ton of ones. But you can also just pay $50 for 20. There's so many different ways to go. So worst case scenario, the 6 and 8 have to hit twice in order to get up to the 30. The 5 and 9, they only have to hit the one time in order to get up there. So definitely doable. So after achieving that, then it says they may collect 1 or 2 hits just so they can get their original investment back. I totally understand that. It makes sense to me. You guys all know that I would do it slightly differently. I would take a little bit and also press a little bit. So once I hit these points, I'd probably shift to a mid-press method instead of a sister press. For instance, the 5 or 9, I'm likely to go up to 35, collect the green. The 6 and 8, I'm likely to go up to 42, collect the green. Or collect the 23. I would throw in the $2. But that's just me. Some people will collect the first couple of hits completely. That'll get them $70. That gets them their entire initial investment back. And they even say that really depends on how hot or cold the table has been up to this point. After that, they press 25 to 50 per number until they hit the 100 or 120 on the 6/8. So once they get to the black action on the inside, then they're going to start switching things up a little bit. After that, then they're going to press it up by $50 or $60 every single time. They go from 120 to 180, 240, so on and so forth. This is something that I don't know if I've ever actually brought up before. They also mentioned that they also play a $25 buffalo on the come-out rolls just to take advantage of any hard ways that happen to be hitting. Now, here's the thing. If you come to Vegas and you bet a buffalo, you throw in a green and you say, give me a buffalo, the dealers are likely going to make you be specific. Okay? One, we're actually taught not to take slang because it's too easy for somebody to take a shot and say that what we think it means is not what they meant it to be, so on and so forth. The reality with the buffalo is, depending on where you're from in the United States, it means 2 different things. Some regions, a buffalo is all the hard ways and an 11, all the buff guys, all the tough guys, so the buff and EO, that's probably where buffalo came from. So from the sound of the nickname of it, that actually makes sense. The other region of the United States will have a buffalo as all the hard ways plus a 7. From a perspective of the bet itself, that makes sense. So both of them are bets that make sense in and of themselves. All the hard ways plus a 7 makes sense because they're protected from the 7. All the hard ways and EO makes sense based on the name of buffalo. So it really depends where you're at. So most places, if you bet a buffalo, they're going to say, what do you want? Let's see. So if it hits, if the buffalo hits, then they parlay the hards to either $40 or $50. And if it hits again, they go to 100. If it hits again, they go to 200, so on and so forth. So it's kind of like I was talking about with that hit that I saw that player do a little while back. Let's see. They say they usually only play the pass line if they're rolling, or if they want to play a side bet. If there's fire bets, repeaters, something along those lines. And if they do bet it and they're not rolling, if 7 or 11 hits, or if crap hits, they don't come back up on the pass line. They'll take the pass line down on a 7 or 11, or not come back if a crap hits. And that's the interesting thing with the side bets, by the way, is that the casinos require you to bet either a pass line or a don't pass. Most will not allow you to do a do-we-don't if you're playing a side bet, such as fire bet, all tall, small make 'em all, repeater, replay, stuff like that. Pretty much any of the side bets, they want you to pick a side. You have to play in order to bet it, which also means that you have to pick a side. You can't just play a do-we-don't. Right? That kind of takes away from the whole point of picking a side. But after a roll, if it wins or loses, nothing requires you to come back up on it or keep it up, which is pretty interesting. It's kind of a little loophole. I've seen that happen where people would bet the fire bet, and then a crap or a 7-Eleven came, and they just didn't put their bet back. They had it on the initial roll, and that's really all that's required by the casino. So that's interesting. Okay, so the final part of the email, they ask if there's any suggestions to their strategy on what to do as far as the pressing goes and so on and so forth. The thing is, this is actually a very strong strategy because of its simplicity, not trying to get overly complicated with hedge this, hedge that, bet this, cover this, so on and so forth. Just go nice and simple, 66 inside. And then sister press. There's nothing wrong with this. This is very, very, very simple. I'm a big fan of the 5 and 9 going straight to a quarter once either one of them hits right away. That's pretty awesome. Now, to me, I would tend to look at this as a $69 action because I would already anticipate throwing in $3 to bring my 6 and 8 up to 30 on the very first roll. And since I'm betting the inside numbers, I'm probably really looking at this as a $73 action because if I bet the inside numbers, I'm putting the dealers up on the inside numbers. So that'd be another $4. And it'd be player control. If I press, they press, and we just gonna keep going and see what can happen. But either way, if you want to take 2 hits on the 6 and 8 to get up to 30, or if you want to do it on the first hit, either way it works. One just requires you to throw in a little bit more money. Now, once I'm at this point, if a 6 or 8 hit, I'm likely to throw in that $2. I'm going to throw in the $2 so that I can collect the green and bring it up to 42. Now, from what they're saying, they'll slowly press it up until they may collect a couple and then press it up until they reach to the black. Like I've said in the past, I always want to put at least a little bit of my money forwards onto my bets. So that from 30, I go up to 42. From 42, there's 2 ways to go. Maybe I'm slightly ahead, so I want to get a little bit more aggressive, in which case I'm going to collect $1 and I'm going to go all the way up to 90. Now, let's look at the 8. Now, if I don't want to go all the way up to 90, I can also just go up to 60 and collect. Either one, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Now, from 60, a couple different ways you can go as well. Again, if you don't want to be super aggressive, you can throw in $2 and just go to 72 and collect $60. Now, from 90, what would I do? I would go up to 150. Because I'm still collecting, and I'm getting my bets up there. Once I'm at the 150 mark, that's where everything changes for me. That's where I'm going to go from 150 to 300 to 600 to 1200 to 2400, so on and so forth. Now, from 72, what am I likely to do? Probably just going to go up to 90, although I could go up to 120. It really depends on how bold I'm feeling, right? It pays 84, I'm going to pay 85 for 1. So I can either go up to 90, or I can go up to 120. I can collect either 31, or I can collect 61. Let's say we just go up to 90. Okay, well, we already showed 90 over here, so instead, let's go ahead and do it as 120. Now, from 120, what would we do? There's a couple different things you can do. Me, I'd probably go up to 180. Cannot be done paying it in black, which is something that dealers run into all the time. So I'll go up to 180. Now for 180, what does 180 pay? 180 pays 210. Now at this point, I'm going to 3, collecting the rest. Now I'm at the same spot that I would be from the 150, going up to 3. So what about the 5 and 9? How would I press the 5 and 9? It depends. I'm definitely going up, let's say the 9 hits, I'm definitely going up to 35, but if I have to spare $1, I'm going to throw it in and say, just take me to 36. Take me to 36, so it just makes it easier the next time around. Next time around, it hits, I go to 50. It pays 50, I go to 50. Next time it hits, I'll probably throw in a red if I've got enough. Say take me to 75. Boom, I go to 75. Now from 75, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Some people are going to go straight to 100. I'm probably going straight to 150 or 125, either one. It depends on when the point is that I want to collect the least. Because if I'm at 125, then I'm going to, the next time it hits, I'm going to go straight up to 300, which means I don't collect at all. If I'm at 150, then the next time it hits, I'm going to collect $60. So it depends on where you want to be. Now, from there, I'm probably going to 500. And then 1,000, so on and so forth. Because again, I've made money at this point. So I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. I hope this live stream test has gone well. I'll take a look at it a little bit later. And yeah, overall, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. And we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.